Harris, the running back so far. 8 carries for 5 yards. Ball up in the air. Ball up in the air again. And it's caught by a Charger defender. It looks like it's Dupree, the former Steeler.
And I couldn't tell. The Fields just didn't see him, but he was covered the whole time. Right here on this side. And then a bunch of bounces, and Jim Nance comes down with the ball.
Came out with their first drive of the second half, going with Gus Edwards. And Dobbins was the primary back in that first half. But this will be his first action of the second half. We're both speculating he could be up to the task, as he has been the first 2 weeks in the second half.
This is when he took over in week 1. We saw that when we did the Raider game.
They fake to him here. And they get to Herbert again. Landon Roberts with the sack. They were looking to take a shot down the field, but look at this rush.
Well, here's Roberts. He's going to come in late and see the little gap and get him. But it's wide open out here to everybody. Herbert just couldn't see over the line. Otherwise, he would have thrown it, because if he did, he had 2 guys wide open. He would have gotten 20 to 40 yards on that play at least.
He was looking Quentin Johnston's way down the field. Herbert's been sacked on 2 of his last 3 dropbacks. Here's Dobbins. Stutter stepping and finding very little room. He's got 12 carries now for 40 yards in the game. A little limp now.
That was the worry. I didn't know if he could finish the game. Remember I told you before?
Heineke's come in for him.
Oh, that was a scary proposition on that hit on first down, Jim. Look at, oh. Wow.
So Taylor Heineke, traded just before start of the season.
Hand this ball off, Jim. You don't take a shot trying to get a 3rd down your first play of the game in Pittsburgh.
There's the handoff. There's the run by Dobbins, and T.J. Watt ready for it. Herbert tries to gingerly walk it off.
That's after the first down sack. So there's a 2nd down play, but you could tell that he's re-injured or... Oh. It's just so early to come back, and he was doing everything fine, but...
Well, one of the interesting things in this subplot is the fact that he went with Heineke instead of Stick as the next man up. Stick, who had been their preseason quarterback, keeping Herbert safe, and had been the fill-in last year as the backup quarterback and started 4 games. 55-yard punt. They make nothing. This is when Justin Herbert got injured. Watch Cam Hayward come in, 97 at the top. It's the right high ankle sprain he's been battling with. Hayward lands on it, Tony.
Yeah, I think that, I don't want to speculate, but right there, if that ankle sprain gets twisted, it's why you tape it up, Jim, to keep it just square and tight. And that has to be severely painful.
Look at time of possession is even. It's 9 first downs apiece. It's 10 apiece on the board. This field position game. And a gain of 4 for Harris. This is how now Justin got hurt originally. Remember, he had the plantar fasciitis issue during the preseason. That's why he's been stick out all the time. They got turned and twisted on this play last week in Charlotte.
Oh.
Crunch.
I don't like seeing those. I can't take them.
You had your share. You had to try to endure. 2nd and 7. Here to come after him, it was Mack. Got it away in time to Freiermuth, and Gilman able to end it. 3rd down. Well, they're doing a good job tackling this Charger defense. Jesse Minter. Now here is Herbert heading over to the blue tent. And again,
Charger fans are holding their breaths. Now these possessions become huge, right?
Every one of them. Inside 5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Fields. Got it away. Got the first down. Fryer moves. Work in the middle. There is a flag at the 40 after the 15-yard connection.
This is the spot of the field I think they got to work over and over again. They finally get to that middle portion.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 3. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
That's the second foul of the second half on the Charger defense. 2 15-yarders. Both of them have been on James.
He's hit a lot of them. So watch right here. This is the middle of the field. You got one-on-one. Go up, pretend you're going outside, then come back in because people are going to be moving over. And that's, Justin Fields didn't throw any throws over the middle of the field in week 1, a little more last week. That's where they got to go if they want to win this game.
They're now at midfield after starting the drive at the 15. Harris backs it in for about 6.
And I like that out of Harris right there. Just, there's no hole. I'm going to smash into everybody and make leverage go that direction. He's got size. Keep seeing him do that over and over again. That'll help this football team a lot.
So Fields, the starter for the first 3 games, is Russell Wilson. Injured calf muscle coming into week 1. Still in recovery.
Delta, green 18, gets hot tonight. We're good.
2nd and 4. Fields trying to recover from his first turnover in 5 games. On the last possession, no chance for him this time, as again it's James. Loss of 6.
Well, this keeps happening. It's hard. You're going to turn your back, right, as a quarterback. Well, you can't tell. He's not coming. We only got 2 guys on the right side to block these 2. And that, Najee Harris, you got to go pick that up. I know right at that last second you're not seeing that, but the play action is secondary to protecting.
We go no huddle again on 3rd and 10. Caught, but short of the sticks. Pickens came back to get it. Going to have a decision here. It's going to be 4th and about 2.
That was a great throw. I'd go for this one.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 52. It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
They got Mack this time, and another 15 added on. 45 yards in penalties this quarter on the Charger defense, and that's it.
Yeah, you cannot put your arm right there in that head and neck area, especially after. And that was a strike by Justin Fields in rhythm on time. Good job by Pickens winning the one-on-one matchup. And you throw the strike correct, do everything. Sometimes you catch a break there, but poor decision at the end by Mack, right? He didn't have to do that. I felt like it was over. He knew it was gone. It's like he wanted to touch him.
Well, again, it's been adding up the yardage. 30 yards on this drive alone in penalties against the defense. First down at the 26. Another flag is out as Harris breaks through the first tackle, manages to get a hard-earned 3.
Nobody on the line of scrimmage for Pittsburgh. You got to have a tight end.
Illegal formation. Offense, only 6 on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's happened twice.
I thought when they were motioning over, someone was going to adjust, and then they snapped it. And just a subtlety. Watch right here. There's no receiver outside of him. So remember, 7 people have to be on the line. There's only 6. 5 old linemen and that receiver. Everyone else is off the line. That's illegal in the NFL.
Hey, Bronco. Delta.
Patterson wide right.
Hey, check.
As Fields goes alone in the backfield out of the gun on 1st and 15. Patterson pushed out. Had to hit him twice to shove him out after 6.
Chargers are flying around a little bit, but Pittsburgh's just matriculating down the field, Jim. Just like a good, solid football team trying to win the game with smash-mouth football, like both teams do.
Here we go. Let's go.
In a game like this, Jim, this drive could determine it.
It could be
You
huge.
score a touchdown here, you
Green
could win the
18
game with
gets
both these
hot.
defenses.
Double six, hey, back.
Green
Especially with
18
Herbert.
gets hot.
Especially with Herbert out. 2nd and 9. Harris got some running room for the first time. He's got a 3rd and about 3 coming up. 11 carries for 20 on the game for Najee Harris. Down to less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. After Harris's longest run of the afternoon.
This is where you have Justin Fields. I would actually use a 2-way go. You can hand the ball off, he can keep it, and then throw a 3-way go in with an RPO. Receiver runs a little flat route or something. Fake it here, he can come. Or drop back.
He's in trouble from behind. He gets taken down. Tui Pelotu with another marker out, and it's in the secondary.
This is going to be a penalty on Samuel, 26. He couldn't guard Pickens in the slot or on the outside running a corner route. It's a great route by Pickens.
Herbert out of the tent
Holding.
watching.
Defense number 26. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Take a look up here. And that, if you're going to get beat for a touchdown, it's probably worth the hold, right? But Fields wasn't looking there. So the play would have ended the same exact way. So poor job by the Chargers right here of not being disciplined in their approach on this drive.
Yeah, the penalty's just killing the Chargers on this drive. As Bosa looks on out of uniform.
You know that really upsets Harbaugh. That's not indicative of who they want to be or normally are.
Harris. 3 Chargers wait for him at the 12 to run out the quarter. We've got a tie game going to the 4th. 2 teams 2-0 on the season. Which one's going to pick up the 3rd win of the season? Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by Goodyear. Starting the 4th quarter, Jim Nance with Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. Great to have you with us at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 9. Steelers driving. Somehow he got back to the line of scrimmage. And he wants another penalty on the Charger defense, but not going to get it this time. Let's go back down to Tracy.
Well, Jim, I watched Justin Herbert. He was in the blue tent. He came out without any tape on that right ankle. He's slowly testing it on the bench. I would not be surprised if this is it for Justin Herbert for the day. They have a big game against Kansas City. One thing to note is that Rashawn Slater was not out there on that sack. He is out right now with an undisclosed injury.
To me, when you look at Herbert there, he lost all the stuff he did this week, Jim. It got twisted, the ligaments, you know what I mean? That's most likely, so he starts over the process.
Here's a 3rd and 9 to the end zone. And no flag. Looking for Pickens. Samuel was guarding him. And that'll bring out Boswell.
Do you throw this or that? You got both options. I don't mind either one. The one area is Samuel has done a great job of widening Pickens there, so there's no space on the sideline. That would have had to be a perfect spot. You want to throw a little lower, but Samuel would have been there as well.
30-yard field goal attempt to try to give Pittsburgh its first lead of the afternoon. And that kick wasn't perfect, but it's good enough. It's good. His 2nd of the game. And the Steelers take the lead into the 1st minute of the final quarter. Most incredible scenes in the league. Renegade late in the game in Pittsburgh.
I swear they pulled it out a little early because Heineke's coming in and they're like, we want you to feel the pressure of this. This happens the entire commercial break. And this is when they tell defense, end this game and go take this offense out.
Here's Boswell's kick. And it's going to be returned. Hesitated for a second to Davis. And that cost him some. He gets hammered at the 20-yard line by Killebrew. As Steelers defense, my gosh, they've turned it up in the 2nd half.
Boy, have they. To me, watch right here. That guy's a tight end chipping on T.J. Watt. So you know what that means? I'm going to go ahead and send the guy guarding him. So Robert's blitzed. And if you're going to go ahead and ship on the other side, I get one-on-one by Herbig and all the other players. Other players have to step up. Great adjustment, though, by the Steelers, blitzing the guy who's trying to help chip.
Heineke at quarterback. The Chargers did not have a first down in the third quarter. In fact, they lost 9 yards of offense. As Edwards plows ahead for 6. And it's update time. Back to the studio. Back to you, JJ.
Guys, up in Minnesota, the Texans trying to climb their way back into this one. C.J. Stroud to Cam Akers for an 8-yard touchdown. It's currently 21-7 Vikings. We'll send it back to you guys with a very traditional Steelers game, 13-10 at the moment.
Thank you, JJ. Akers getting the action today, the start today with Mixon inactive. Here's a 2nd and 4. And it's Edwards again, running with his lineman, falling on his lineman who was leading the way. Alt. We've got Pipkins at left tackle now with Slater out with the pec injury. And Heineke, who started games last year in Atlanta for his head coach Arthur Smith, who's on the other sideline today with the Steelers, faces a 3rd and 2.
Great job starting them off with 3 runs on the last possession, 2 here. I'd stick with it again, or you take a little quick out route, flat route.
Across the middle he goes. Good throw. He's got the first down to McConkey near the 45-yard line.
Wow. What a great play call. Just watch. This is a 3-man route. Block it up so you give them time and just expect the Steelers to play the run. Just watch. You've got these 2 right here blocking. That's just taking a shot right there. And what a huge call. Because if those linebackers, you have no play.
Goes for 18. They got Sawyer moving into right guard with the starting right guard. Pipkins moving to left tackle. So patchwork stuff here for the Chargers offensive line. And Dobbins pays for it as a result as Porter comes up to drop him for a loss.
A couple of great plays today by Porter. One on special teams, kind of keeping the guy out of bounds. Second one here is shooting the gap. And when you play in the Chargers system and the Steelers system, you've got to tackle at the cornerback position. You got to block at the wide receiver position.
It's a 2nd and 14 coming up for Harbaugh's Chargers. They've rushed for only 58 yards today, and Dobbins, who led the league through 2 weeks, is 14 for 40. Comes out of the backfield. We got flags.
Steelers have always been known for their run defense for the most part, but having Hayward healthy and Watt makes it really difficult.
Delay of game, defense number 95. It's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Whoa.
Keanu
Haven't seen that one
Benton,
in a while,
yeah.
have you?
Yeah.
That's a rare call.
Takes him out of a 2nd and 14 to a 2nd and 9. He may have.
I mean, the dude.
Well, Tomlin's looking for an explanation.
So what happens is you usually create an offensive, like, you can't say set hut. You can't be like, what did he say hut? I think he probably said something when they shifted the line to try and get a false start because someone moved and the Chargers line, but it was him who made it happen.
2nd and 9 back to Dobbins. He's got it to the 49 of Pittsburgh, gain of 4. Peyton Wilson, who they're high on.